Go live, bitch.
You're live on my end.
That's all the words I know. I shoot tequila from Costa Rica. I gotta tell ya, best friends, you are my fucking best friends. Seriously, it's like the best night ever. This song, I'm really feeling this song. This song, fucking best song ever.
What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It's Friday, April 5th. Jake, how you doing? Jake's wearing a hat for anyone that's listening, not watching. Jake's wearing his Vandy straw summertime hat.
Yeah, went Vandy straw hat, and I'm with the Vandy shirt.
Wow, Vandy all the way through and through. You're really excited about the new coach, potentially the new coach.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be big for the program, and I know everyone gets mad when I wear my Vandy gear, and they're like, "Oh, dude, Vanderbilt, you just like all the good sports teams." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
You're so smart. We know you get it. We get it, Jake. You went to Vandy. You're smart.
Yankees, Vanderbilt, the Knicks, all these winning, prestigious programs. That's all you like, Jake. Yeah, no, Jimmy, after the game yesterday, I swung the golf sticks briefly with my friend Jared, who's in town. And so I put on my dumbest outfit I could, which is my Vandy hat and my Vandy shirt.
Oh, so you woke up and threw them back on?
No, I never got out of them. Got lazy. Had a couple beers with Jared afterwards. Talked life, liberty, and the pursuit. So
you can still sleep in like whatever, sleeping in a collared shirt.
Oh yeah, that's my strength in life. I'm asleep. I can pretty much sleep wherever, whenever. I'm gonna live forever. I'll be here and you'll be near. That's the case, my dear. How's that song go? That's your song.
Yeah. Whenever, wherever. I don't know. I love Shakira though.
Have we had a Shakira week?
No, but we could do a Shakira week. It would be awesome. Now I have to play this music video and watch it on mute. So
you'd have a big fat boner all week, though. Are you worried about that?
No. The desk is a perfect height.
That's good.
But yeah, I have whenever, wherever queued up on my second screen now, and I'm just gonna watch it on mute because you just made me do that.
Nothing creepy about that.
She's a gyrating mermaid right now.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm all right. I'm excited because today's kind of an off day for us. I mean, we're still recording this and recording laughs, but it's like less hectic. But then I always find myself not knowing what to do, so I'll figure it out. But so yesterday we Zimmer update.
Nice.
Fudge update.
Can you just play the Zimmer update noise?
Yeah, of course I can.
Girls are bad.
All right, so now we got our Zimmer update, and so we, man, I gotta turn the Shakira video off. So we
State of your penis right now.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Wow.
It's not a lust thing. It's a love thing with Shakira.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
tell that to your girlfriend.
we put some pee pads down in the kitchen. We put one
right.
Down. Yeah, we put one in the kitchen, and then we didn't know how to fence them off because like a gate's like way more money than we have, and it's a pretty big opening. But that's the only kind of area we can keep them in that isn't like a closed room. Because if we do put him in a closed room, we're gonna have to wake up because he's gonna be scratching at the door all night.
Okay.
But a gate's expensive. So we took the water bottles, the water jugs we have from the water cooler, and made like a fence out of them. And then I filled the gaps in with chairs. We put his bed there, pee pad, water ball. Woke up, peed right on the pee pad. That was awesome. He took a huge shit, like emptied himself.
Nice.
Right next to the pee pad. So on the floor, but at least it was in one spot. And all our detective work says he was comfortable enough to shit right there, and he wasn't like trying to walk around. So that was good. So now we just got to put two so he has more room to work with.
No, that was actually really smart by Zimmer. Because you put that down and Zimmer doesn't know its exact intention. He thinks it's for him to shit on. But at the same time, if he shits on it and it's just like a new kitchen mat, he knows you're going to be pissed at him. Yeah. So that was him being like, I'm pretty sure you want me to poop on this. I'm going to poop right next to it to see your reaction. And he got the exact reaction he was looking for. Like, you saw that and you were like, okay, pretty close.
Yes, but the kicker is,
okay,
when he woke up fully and had some more energy, he somehow escaped through our foolproof wall of water jugs and chairs. Yeah. And then he did the liquid, like, not a lot, but there was some walking around, liquid poop being dropped. And it was better, wasn't the best. But we're definitely showing improvement from the last 4 days, which I'm excited about.
Isn't it tough when you do something that should be smarter than the dog, but then it's not?
What's that? What's not smart? Like, you think you can outsmart the dog?
So, like, for Noodle the Doodle dog, he has this little kid. Like, dude, it cracks me up. It's any dog owner with their own dog or whatever pet you have. But, like, so, dude, when he gets tired, he does like that little kid hyper tired mode. Like, just for a little bit. Like, he knows he's tired. He knows bedtime's coming soon. So it's his last stand. So he'll do something bad. Like, he'll grab the dish towel and he'll put it in his mouth and he'll just like stare at us. And we look at him and we're like, Noodle, like, you're being an attention whore. You're tired. You're just being obnoxious right now. So then I got to get the towel from him. So the best way to do that is, corner him. So the easiest way to do that in my apartment is you move some of the kitchen chairs, you angle them properly so that you can corner the dog. He gets over there and once he's cornered, he drops it. He doesn't put up a fight or anything. He's like, that's the game for him. If I corner him, I win.
That's fun. It sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah, it's pretty well. It's fun, but you don't want to encourage it too much because he's like, it starts with a bad thing. Yeah. But yeah, dude. I mean, sometimes if I don't set up the chairs well enough, there's just enough room for a dog to get through, and like the dog wins. And that's usually it's like a half low moment, half I'm happy for the dog, but half I got outsmarted by a dog.
Yeah. Your dog's your size. Like, Noodle's a huge dog.
Oh, it's a fair fight.
You're going to take some losses. Yeah.
Oh. But me taking losses is another name for the autobiography.
Took a lot of losses in my day.
Took a lot of losses. The Jake Story story. The Jake Story story.
The chat is having a lot of fun right now with your look.
Okay, go on.
Bubak said, my basic white girl coming out today. I can't even with Jake in the Vandy hat. RD Cruz said, Jake, you look like the bad guys from Get Out. That made me laugh.
Nice. That was my joke.
You said that?
From Get Out. Oh, I said us the other day. Okay.
Yeah. Then Bubak said he's seeing a younger, sexier Greg the Shark Norman.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone could ever say to me.
Character out of Caddyshack or City Slickers.
Maybe combined. Maybe if the two movies teamed up. Yeah, I mean, last comment on my outfit and morning. So I came downstairs in my building to come to one of the public rooms to do this. And so I had to get in the elevator and it's like rush time. It's 7 a.m. People are getting going. And so the elevator takes a while, which is bad news because that means there's a lot of people getting on the elevator. And I'm in this outfit. So I get in and you just see, there's a couple people in like suit and tie and stuff. I walk in, I'm in sweatpants, Vandy tank, dumb Vandy hat. And so a couple people just give a look like, oh God, like, why does this guy live in our building? And luckily there's one guy there that I know. And he's a He's a golf guy. Like when any of our crossing interactions, we're going to talk about golf for 15 seconds. So he's in the elevator and he's laughing at me. He's like, "You look like an idiot and you know it." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." He's like, "You swing the sticks or something?" And I was like, a little bit last night. And then I had a couple beers. That's why I look like this. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, there's a chance I might be able to play a little golf tomorrow morning. And he, like we were just talking about it, and he was just laughing because everyone else in the elevator was saying mentally, "Enjoy your bad day."
Ooh.
Everyone enjoy your bad day. That was the exact vibe in the elevator.
Everyone was telling you enjoy your bad day.
Basically, yes.
Speaking of bad days, how was your day yesterday? I need an official number out of you.
Official number out of me for yesterday. Yankees win, which we're excited about. I checked off a couple of the boxes that had been overhanging me this week. I couldn't get to, so I was happy about that. Man, yesterday, and then I snuck out. I played a quick round of golf. It was cheap. The sun was going down. It was my buddy Jared. I got to see him. Yesterday was a good day, man. How about 6.9?
Wow, 6.9.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's your best day ever.
I think that's best day ever. Nice.
Wow. On Friday, best day ever.
Well, it was on Thursday, but.
Well, you're saying it.
Yes.
Saying it here. I'm trying to find your average day, but fucking Google Sheets is fighting me. I don't want to fight Google Sheets, you know? My day yesterday was also pretty good, Jake. Also pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Yankees won. Not only did the Yankees win, it was like, fuck, we needed that.
Right.
Then did we get anything done? I did the JGR. We did the pregame show. Oh, I had this video that I make is like almost, it's at like 600,000 views. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting when you have a tweet go viral?
What's interesting when you have a tweet go viral?
How you really get a good look at how unoriginal the masses are.
Yes.
I probably had the same reply. Either mea culpa, because it was Ron Culpa, the ump.
Right.
Or shit, what was the other one? It was in my head right before I pivoted to mea culpa. There's another reply that everyone has said.
Is it like an umpiring joke or something? Or
I mean, I can probably scroll through my things and find it. But yeah, everyone just makes the same jokes, and you just get bombarded with them. Because this is a tweet that everyone's quote tweeting. So it's kind of crazy. But it's cool. And then there's some like real weird outlets going through. Oh, I love the people that aren't baseball fans, and you can tell they're not baseball fans because they call the umpire a ref.
Right.
One cracked me up like, wow, I don't know why. I never watched a day of baseball in my life, but this ref sure is being bossy. I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
You
it's
haven't
like,
watched a day of baseball in your life.
It's funny because I mean they're not necessarily in the wrong. I mean they are a referee. They're just called an umpire. And I think something else that was funny that just got brought up on the Yes broadcast the other day was like still pretty ridiculous. Only sport that the managers wear the uniform.
Yeah, I love that. It's so silly.
I mean, some of these old man like chunky managers, like it's so good.
But now they're getting loosey goosey with like Boone just wears like the other things. Yeah, like pullovers. Like he's not wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you were a pitcher, would you wear your jersey on days you're not pitching? If you were a starting pitcher?
No, I'd always wear a hoodie.
Okay. I'd always wear the jersey.
You would?
Yeah, but I'm like, you know this. I'm like a sports, like a little bit of a sports hardo. Like I would be like, gotta be ready. What if the team needs me to pinch run? What if the team needs me to pinch hit? Like, oh, what if an outfielder gets hurt? Like, I'm ready, coach. Like, I would be the one time in my 15-year major league career I'm making up that like an outfielder got hurt in the 9th inning and they didn't have someone to throw out there. I would have my jersey on, be the first person out of the dugout, and the manager wouldn't care because it's like a 10-1 game. So I would get to play the outfield that inning.
It's good. Well, he's got his jersey on. Let's just throw him in.
Yeah, we don't care.
I'm giving myself a 6 on the day.
Nice.
It was good, which means, Jake, you're at your best week ever since we've been keeping track. And you haven't even plugged in your Friday score. So if everything goes accordingly today, you're on your way to a good, solid week.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, today's got some potential. So I haven't told you this. There's like a pseudo – the reason my buddy Jared's in town, there's a pseudo bachelor party. My Oklahoma City friends, part of that crew is a gentleman named Zach, who lives out here. Zach's a good dude. I mean, we're at kind of like different phases in life. Like, I think he has a house that's in like the suburbs of Colorado. And he's like lived there like right after college. Like after college, he pretty much shut it down, which I respect. So he like didn't even want a bachelor party. His buddies talked him into it. It started as like, let's do a hiking weekend, which I may not have got involved in. But now they've actually spun it into a pretty decent event because it's Rocky's opening day today, which is a huge event in Denver. I don't think I'm going to be able to go to the game, but I think I might go downtown for a little bit and say hi to some of them. We'll see. And then maybe I'll link up with them later, depending what's going on. And yeah, they're golfing tomorrow morning. I might be able to sneak in a couple holes before we got to do the pregame show tomorrow. We'll see. But exciting. I'm excited for Denver and Zach. Congrats on getting married, Zach. But dude, it's a huge day in Denver. You mentioned Detroit the other day, having it as a big opening day. Dude, I'm telling you, these like it's almost the reverse East Coast effect.
Because they don't like baseball every single day, so they celebrate opening day so much. Where on the East Coast, the Mets, Yankees, Red Sox, like they like baseball so much.
Yes.
That they don't celebrate opening day any extra. I get it. Exactly. And it's also a little colder. Well, no, Denver's cold. I think it's what we said.
Oh, Denver's gorgeous, man. Denver's going to be like 70 today.
But Detroit's cold. Like it's the baseball thing. They don't love it. They celebrate it one day instead of
Oh yeah, like tickets for opening day are triple digits, and then the game tomorrow you could get in the building for like $8.
That's pretty cheap. Joe said he went to Yankee Stadium for $15 the other day.
It's not bad. I mean, it comes down, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Let's go to the Tri-State News. The Yankees beat the Orioles. Gleyber Torres goes 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Luke Voigt with a 3-run homer and Gary with a solo shot. The Mets win. Nope. The Mets lost to the Nats. The power of opening day, like we're talking about it. Strasburg out-dueled Syndergaard. Mets win 4-0. The Islanders beat the Panthers. The Devils lost to the Canes. And the Jets are donning new uniforms for the first time in 20 years. Whoa. Yankee stuff we save for talking Yanks. The Mets stuff, there's not really much going on in this game. Noah gave up 2 runs, and Strasburg gave up 0.
Yeah, we could say the fun Yankee stuff. Gleyber had a huge day. Voigt hit like an accidental homer after looking bad. Paxton gave up some runs in the first.
Why are you calling Voigt's homer accidental?
I mean, at a lot of stadiums, that's not a home run. At a lot of stadiums, that's a fly ball out.
Oh, yeah, but there's always spots.
Sure. And because his other at-bats were, like, so bad that he ran into one. But good. Hopefully it sparks him. Paxton had the bat first and bounced back pretty well. Nice little comeback win for the Yanks. Mets. Go Mets. Syndergaard with some Syndergaard quotes after the game. Your boy.
What did he say?
He said they lost because of their travel schedule.
Not because Strasburg pitched better than him?
Correct.
What's wrong with him?
He's really mad at the travel assistant. We have to find the root of that. But it was ugly. I mean, Kay was complaining about it on their broadcast. They played like a night game away in Miami, and then they flew back and they had opening day in the day. So it was travel day and night game into day game, which really shouldn't happen.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure for Syndergaard's sake, he went early and got a good night's sleep and all that. But the bats didn't show up for him, is what he's saying. So
he just hates the travel agent. I mean, yeah, 4-0 final. So
his quote is, "I don't think we were in the proper situation to win a ball game based on the rest of the guys' sleep and travel." And then Smith said that's still not an excuse for professionals. Imagine, because I'm guessing Syndergaard went early, got his sleep. All the other players in the lineup, like, nah, man, like, we just sucked. Don't tell us why we sucked.
Yeah, we lost. Strasburg was good. No, I think it's more of a shot at MLB. Like, why would you schedule it? I know,
but he's taking a shot at MLB like every time he gets a chance to talk now.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think there's a world if we were super Mets fans, we might like it and have his back. From the outside, it does seem like just stop, bro.
Yeah, we get it, but the way you go about it just comes off so whiny.
Is he going bald? Did you see the picture of him?
No, I don't know. He's a weird looking guy.
I think he's going bald.
He's got a lot of hair.
Yeah, but that hairline's receding on him.
Oh, it's when you have long hair, you wear ponytails all the time. It's just pulling it back.
I'm telling you. I mean, it got past ponytail level the last I saw. It went from ponytail level to you're going bald, bro. And then you kind of saw it. Know how you see your friend going bald and you have that realization? Like you fast forward 15 years and you're like, oh, that's what you're going to look like. I had that with Syndergaard.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be like funny and ironic in 15 years. You'll be like, yeah, he had a full head of hair. We called him Thor. Now he's super bald. Unless he does some like Andre Agassi or mullet stuff at the end to keep it going. Hulk Hogan, maybe. I could see Thor doing a Hulk Hogan.
You may just have a huge forehead.
I guess it's a possibility, but where I saw the hairline starting, it seemed deep.
All right. What do you got on the Jets' new uniforms? Do you care? Are you excited?
They're pretty bad, man. I'm always for new uniforms. And here's the thing, I get.
Wait, is that the public perception? I haven't seen like the reaction to them at all.
I haven't seen too much. Here's the thing: when you're doing new uniforms and stuff, I mean, there's a high chance you're not going to hit, right? Because people don't like change. And you're trying to change something that's like very vivid in their hair, in their hair. Thinking of Noah. The Jets uniforms, man, the new ones. I don't know your thoughts on them. They look A, kind of bland, and B, if you took out the word Jets and you said Marshall Football's new uniforms, it's exactly what I think they'd look like.
But they have the same colors, right?
Yes, but I mean, you could say that for a lot of sports teams, you know? Like they just if you just showed me those uniforms, I'd be like, "Oh, nice, good for Marshall. They put some money into the football unis."
It says New York on the chest.
Well, I mean, yes.
I'm trying to work up an opinion on these uniforms and I don't care. I can't remember what the old uniforms were. I feel like this isn't that much of a change. But I can't remember the old ones. And I don't know. They look fine.
I mean, any of our Jets fans,
I like playing uniforms. But this isn't like when Seattle changed their uniforms and they got like a new color scheme and everything. Like this is nothing to me.
The new uniforms are exactly like the San Diego Charger uniforms. Let me see this.
The white on the shoulders looks like another uniform.
Yeah, dude, it's the Chargers.
That little white mark on the shoulder. That's
yes.
The Chargers have. Yeah, it is the Chargers.
They just copied the Chargers uniforms. They made them green.
Yeah, you pull up the Chargers uniform. There's a picture here of Christopher, or I don't know who's in this.
Has anyone noticed that yet?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I mean, the numbers aren't as big, but the white on the shoulder, I don't mind them. I like boring uniforms. Like I rather a nothing uniform than a flashy uniform. A lot of people are saying they like the all black. I hate all one color uniforms. Never like those. When the Ravens wear all purple, I think it's the worst uniform in sports. That's just my opinion, though.
I like the black uniform. Yeah, the
you
green's
like the black on black. Yeah, I don't like the black on black. I like the other two better.
I like the black with the green accents. That's my favorite of these new ones.
I think that's the popular opinion. I never like all dark.
Sure.
Or all white.
Okay.
For football.
What's your favorite uniform in sports?
Yankees.
Okay.
You got to go by sport, because I think like hockey would have all my favorites.
Well, yeah, and I think that's more than fair. And the hockey uniforms, I think I've said this on here before. Hearing hockey people talk about hockey uniforms is like listening to people speak another language, but I understand it. Like you and our friend Baldy, when you guys start talking hockey uniforms and you're like, yeah, the socks go with the shoulder pads there, and I like the patterns with the shorts, and like
me and Baldy talking in our fake accents.
Yeah, it's when I look at hockey uniforms and you guys look at uniforms, you see totally different things. Like let's do this quick. What's a hockey uniform you like? The Sharks? Who do you like?
I like the Whalers, but I don't know if they've changed it. But I used to like the old Whalers design. I like the colors that they have, and then the combo. There's a lot of good hockey uniforms. The Rangers with the Rangers down the chest is awesome. I really like, dude. They just have they're just more fun, I guess. I don't know why it is.
But all right, so I'm looking at the Rangers uniform right now. I see you're right. The diagonal Rangers, that's really cool.
That's a classic, awesome uniform.
That's really cool. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to bait you into it here, and you're not taking the bait. But what is it?
What you're looking for?
It's something with the shins and the shoulders that you guys start rolling, and you start talking about different things that I don't even notice on the uniform.
It might be Baldy, because Baldy's more into hockey and stuff like that than I am.
Sure.
I used to like the Vancouver's uniforms. I used to like their white ones, but they changed their logo now. I don't really like those anymore. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to look. The colors, I feel like there's a lot of red in the NHL, but they got different colors of green and yellow and shit like that, where the MLB, it's pretty red, blue, white.
You're a plain Jane kind of gal. You just said that.
I am. Why am? Anyway, here we go.
Jimmy, can't you see? Not a lot of national sports on TV. No, we're getting ready for a big weekend. It's Final Four weekend for the men and the ladies in the house. Say yeah. My UConn women play tonight. They play Notre Dame, Oregon versus Baylor. News from yesterday: Bauer didn't allow a hit in 7 innings. He got pulled. That's because he's got that plus changeup now, Jim. He's been in the lab. And he said that him getting pulled was the right decision with pitch count and where they were in the lineup, blah, blah, blah. And Jimmy, your Milwaukee Bucks, 1975, you got to keep that funk alive. They're doing echoes of 74 because the Bucks clinched the East. Giannis adding it to his resume to try to win the MVP award from James Harden. I said we're going to talk about that for a couple weeks now.
Don't. I was watching the Bauer no-hitter. It's pretty funny because he was walking everyone. 5 walks or I think he ended up with 5 walks and 1 hit by pitch. And in the 7th inning, the no-hitter was intact, Jake. He was at like 100 pitches. So no way you're going to finish this unless they give you a 4-pitch inning. No way you're going to finish this, Bauer. And it's a close game. You're only up 2-0.
Yeah.
And he would lose a batter and just walk him. Like he just walked the guy, which brought up the tying run at the plate. I was like, this is a weird situation right now. Because like you care about the no-hitter, even though you know it's not going to happen. But you got to care about the score too. Then the Indians went on to get some more runs, and they decided to pull him, which it was the right call.
Yeah, and Jim, this is funny. This might be a theory I have to work on, but I think maybe one of baseball's problems is pitchers are okay with giving up walks. Like giving up a walk is better than giving up a meaty pitch to hit in a pitcher's eyes.
Yep.
And now batters are super okay with taking walks. Walks are good things. So now not only is it the strikeouts, I think the walks are becoming a problem.
A lot of walks,
because both sides are kind of okay with taking a walk.
Pass the baton.
And for the pitchers, it's not giving up a gopher ball. Maybe that's baseball needs to address that.
I don't think the walks. I don't think pitchers really want to give up walks that much. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 times a game where they'll be like, I can walk this guy, I'll get the next one.
Right.
But I mean, rampant.
I don't know. With the kind of, I think you can picture the mentality. Like if it's starting off an inning or maybe there's 2 outs, you picture a pitcher. How about that? Just being like, all right, well, I'm going to throw, a couple curveballs outside of the zone. If you swing and miss, it's curveballs outside the zone. If you take a walk, all right, then I'll attack the next hitter.
Yeah. What's cool in the 3rd inning, he walked 2 and hit a guy. So he had bases loaded, no outs, and he hadn't given up a hit yet. And got out of it. 2 strikeouts and like a ground out or something. Pretty cool. He's animated on the mound. He's a lightning rod. I mean, I don't really like Bauer, but I like that he's in baseball. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, he's entertaining at this point.
Yeah.
He's entertainment.
You'd rather like a guy or dislike a guy than just say, I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't know if you caught it in there, but he showed, like, he's on the cutting edge. He was in the lab first and blah, blah, blah. And he puts all his stuff on Twitter. And he's like, and I don't know if you saw, but he posted something this offseason. He's like, your boy added a plus change up to his reputation. And it's like, nice, dude.
I mean, that's fine.
Killer boots, man.
I could see you tweeting something out like that. You say your boy all the time.
Well, I mean, I haven't added a plus changeup. If I said I added a plus changeup to the reputation, the video would be me throwing a toy at my dog.
Yeah. He likes to have fun on Twitter. I don't know. He went too far into the weeds on Twitter this offseason where I was like, dude.
Yeah.
You're looking like a bad guy now. Whatever. Happy for him. Where does that rank? Like, does Bauer get to say? Like, how does he get to tell this story in the future? Like, yeah, I pitched a game, didn't allow any hits once. Like, does he get to say that?
Yeah, why not? A little tongue in cheek. Because I mean that's the thing. Whoever you're having a conversation with, they're like, oh, you threw a no-hitter, and then he has to come back from it. So I mean, it's not like he walks away with a win there if he says that.
But it is impressive that his 7 innings, no hits is impressive, but it's not a landmark or anything that's of note. But
no,
still a really good start, right?
It's a really bad feel. I mean, the Yankees saw it with the Astros that one year. They got they got no hit by like 5 pitchers or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I talked about this with you with the Yankees and how they were putting their relievers in tough spots against these bad teams and tied games. That's the toughest spot to put a reliever in.
Yeah, they didn't hold on to it.
Hey, bud, you give up a hit here, you're not going in the history books anymore. Twirl it.
Doesn't David Cohen have a story where he had a no-hitter and they lost it, or maybe it was Pettit, and they went and like talked to Mariano, like, "Oh, I thought we were going to get it," and Mariano had no idea.
Yeah,
he was like, "What? There was a no-hitter going on?" Because Mariano pitched in it. I didn't know.
Mariano did not watch the first 8 innings.
No, why would he?
Yeah,
Is that the first halftime whistle or the second? First.
that was the first.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm not a big hat guy, as you know.
Yeah.
And after I wear a hat for a while, my neck hurts.
What?
Yeah, dude. I don't wear hats a lot.
Well, why does it hurt?
Because I'm wearing something else on my head. And like I don't stretch as much. I don't do a lot of things.
The added weight of the hat?
It's slightly the added weight. It's obviously not a ton of weight, but it's different for my neck. And like I just don't stretch. I don't do my normal movements. This is a pretty prohibitive hat. True or false?
I don't want to say false because I don't know, but I've never put a hat on and been like, this is prohibitive to my movements.
Well, it is.
Unless you're doing headstands or flips.
Yeah. I mean, one wrong turn, this bad boy falls off.
Oh, it's loose on your head?
A little bit.
So maybe this is a small head thing. I've never had that problem. I can get hats tight on my head.
Yeah, so neck's a little tight. How are you doing? What's your update? Give me something. Give the people something.
Zim just woke up. I think he went to look for his food. Didn't have any, and I'm good. I gotta put on some real pants today. That's my goal.
Okay.
Put on some jeans, make myself feel more like I'm being active.
You and Katie gonna do something? Yankees off day?
No. She works. She's working.
Right. She's working right now?
Well, she goes in like half hour and she gets off at like 11 at night. So.
Okay.
Working the weekends.
What time is it there? Yeah, 10:30. 10:30. Yeah, double.
Yep.
They keep her to 11 on a double?
Whenever her last table leaves.
Right.
Kitchen closes at 9. So usually it's like she'll be there sometimes 10 because people just linger.
Yeah, I've got her back at 9:30 tonight. Give her a big hug at 9:30 tonight when she comes back.
I'm a huge hugger.
I know. I'm just saying.
She gets excited when I don't give her hugs.
Nice. That's love, baby.
Just love.
I read the news today.
Oh boy.
And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I know it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A soccer fan was so excited that his favorite team won a historic game. He went to his grandfather's grave, who he used to watch the games with, dug up his skull, and celebrated with his grandpa. NASA says that space junk from India is destroying missile and could threaten the ISS. I don't know what any of that means. The nations of the Amazon want their name back. I repeat, Jake, the nations of the Amazon want the name back. A soccer commentator apologizes after describing a player's statistics as not bad for a black guy. New Jersey men charged after allegedly setting sleeping friend on fire as a prank that went terribly wrong. Male tourist in Poland may face arrest for wearing mankins, which are the Borat bikini bathing suit thing.
I read the news today, oh boy.
A lot of stuff. You got anywhere you want to go first?
I mean, it seems like the Amazons want their name back. You had a little extra pep in your step for that one?
I just think it's important that everyone should know that.
Excuse us, Amazon. But just give us our name back, or just like a large sum of money or something like that. Seems like a big money grab.
I'm with them. If they can get money from Amazon, do it.
Right.
I don't know if they have a leg to stand on. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't think they do at all.
Yeah.
I think that's why this is like a Hail Mary money grab. They're just like, hey Bezos, we were the original Amazon, so just hook it up a little bit.
Like, who named that region the Amazon? If there was a country named like the Amazon or Amazon,
Right.
I would get it a little more. Good for them for trying. You see,
So if Amazon was called like Ozarks,
that's
would
the
you
same
feel
thing.
anything for the Ozarks? Yeah. So if it's the actual name of the state or country, you'd be in. But if it's just a named region, you don't care.
Don't care. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Can you like trademark a region? And who would get the money from that trademark? The Amazon region. Like, who would get that?
Yeah, that the Amazon didn't think that far.
Yeah.
They were just like, let's get money from Bezos, and then our countries can go to war over who actually gets the money.
Yeah. Austin just joined the live chat, said I missed the intro. Is there a reason why Jake's dressed like Ned Pepper from True Grit? So now I have to Google.
Now we have to Google Ned Pepper from True Grit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to Google that and see if you actually look like him. Straw hat. Straw hat. You've never looked as dirty as this guy. So
it's a hat. Well, don't speak for me. But yeah, he's got the hat.
Barry Pepper, great actor.
You love Barry Pepper.
I do. He just got some good bit roles. Played Roger Maris in '61. That was awesome.
What's
Saving Private Ryan?
Okay, I was gonna say I forgot Shaving Ryan's Privates for a little bit. What's his top 3 like most famous movies? Because like I know '61, but I don't think that's a top famous movie for him. Maybe it is.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. True Grit, I'm guessing, is up there. Saving Private Ryan. He was in Seven with.
So it has his top 4 known for on IMDb. Saving Private Ryan, Battlefield Earth, looks like a good nerd movie. True Grit, and The Green Mile.
Yeah, 7 Pounds with Will Smith. He was in that too.
He
was also in We Were Soldiers, which is a really good movie about Vietnam War. So he's done some stuff.
Interesting. It looks. I don't want to say this in a mean way to Barry. It looks like he's not doing as much stuff as he used to. I don't know if that's a choice or not. Yeah,
he's got 3 things in production.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, if you look at from like 2000 to 2010 and you compare that from 2011 to 2020, it's like half as much stuff.
I think it's a difference of doing bit parts and bigger parts. Like when you do a bigger part in a movie, you do 1 movie a year. Maybe when you do.
Maybe that's the interesting factor here.
In New Jersey, too, a man was allegedly charged after setting his sleeping friend on fire in a prank that went terribly wrong. Thoughts on this, Jake? No thoughts?
No.
I've seen you put a fire on a sleeping person before. No.
No, I mean that kid was rushing a frat, and it was what it was. We were showing him the ropes, but that was just friendly.
Oh, okay. What about this soccer commentator? Is pretty ridiculous. So the soccer commentator said, apologizes for after describing a player's play as not bad for a black guy on TV.
Yikes.
But like the player took a picture with the commentator right after and said, hey, everyone's got a slip of the tongue every now and then. We're all good. I see the hard work he does. Like, I don't know. Is that a slip of the tongue? I think that's just like a terrible thing that he said.
I mean, I'm trying to think of ways that this is okay. Like, if a commentator said something like if there's a basketball game and a white guy had a really good dunk and they'd be like, wow, not bad ups for a white guy. Like, I don't think people would scream racism, right?
Some would, but because white people are the majority, they have to get taken down a couple notches.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to picture. I can't even picture what would happen on a soccer field that someone would say that's not bad for a black. That doesn't even make sense for me.
I thought when they said slip of the tongue, I thought maybe he was like a back, like a defender, and he like fired a shot, and the slip of the tongue was back and black. He's a mid back or something, you know? I don't know. But that would make more sense for the whole slip of the tongue excuse. But then I read that he said, not bad for a black guy. Not, which, whatever. If the guy accepts the apology, well, I don't really think he did. It sounded like a forced apology. I have no idea. I don't know how that's a slip of the tongue.
The apology doesn't sound forced, but it's just really odd. He says, no worries. A tongue slip happens. He works too much. Be in sports. Stop midweek games, please. So I think this player hates playing games during the week, and he knew this was going to be a topic of conversation, and he's like, all right, well, I'll take this opportunity to say, let's not play midweek games anymore.
Don't you think he's calling the off the field nonsense the midweek games? Worry about the game, not the off field stuff?
No. I think he's saying I don't want to play games during the week.
Oh, that's interesting. Two separate things in one tweet. I took it as like stop the off the court nonsense. Like the weekends we play our games, that's all that we should worry about. Stop the midweek games. The midweek games being the media and the hearsay and that stuff.
Maybe that's a little heavy, especially when comparing it to a game that was played in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
But you're a heavy guy.
Hey, it's fine that this guy said this racist thing about me, but just please don't make me play any games in the middle of the week anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's taking a stand on it. Well, that's because, dude, that's what I'm saying. Where this doesn't make sense is like, okay, in either world, in what you just laid out and what I just laid out, like if this was as offensive as it sounds, like it still doesn't seem they'd be like holding hands and just having a cordial apology. So like that's where I think he knew this was going to be a thing, and he's like, well, I would rather like be half okay with this and take a stance on not playing any games during the week. Like he names the sports network that airs the games during the week.
I thought that was the sports network that the guy works for.
Well, yeah, that was airing the game that he said not bad for a black on.
Pretty confusing. Whatever.
Cool.
What about pivoting to another soccer story? A soccer fan dug up his granddad's skull to celebrate a historic win with. Like a Cubs fan back in 2000 and whatever it was, 14, digging up their grandpa. There was a lot of pictures in American culture of people that went to their grandparents' grave and like listened on the radio with them, or went there and put like the World Series newspaper on the tombstone in America.
Sure.
Whatever culture this is from, I don't know if this is weird in that culture.
I mean, it's weird in any culture if you dig up a skull.
Well, it's not in some. Like,
give me an example of the digging up skull culture.
The Papua New Guinea, there's headhunters. They keep all their skulls as a sign of respect to have the dead skull in your house.
And talk a little bit more about the Papua New Guinea culture.
They're cannibalists.
Yes.
So they were, but they still have skulls and stuff.
I think you kind of got the extreme outlier there.
Well, okay, so it's
basically any civilized country digging up a skull is somewhat frowned upon. And if you're going to come back from that,
I agree. I just don't know what level of frowned upon is. Because like in the Dominican Republic, they post pictures of dead bodies. They
right.
Get the dead bodies embalmed and then put costumes on them and have them standing up as Spider-Man at the wake. Like in America, that's super weird. So I was saying maybe this is a cultural thing where in Argentina, this isn't as weird as it is in America.
When a body gets in the ground, that's kind of game over.
How long was the grandpa dead for? Like he knew it was going to be a skull. How long do bodies turn into skulls?
You're on it. You'd be the guy I'd ask about that.
He is the lucky omen. He'll be proud I took it out. Fucking weird, man. The picture of him holding the skull, like knowing that was his dad.
I'm not too bugged out by it.
I'm weirded out. I don't really like it. Is there any other story on here we missed? This NASA one, but that gets into our whole science shit.
Yeah, I don't think the people need me talking about NASA on a Friday. NASA. Isn't it nuts that like, and I'm not even saying this in a weird way, But it's kind of awesome how people are. But like, I grew up and I was like, man, I want to play for the Yankees, and these people, somebody wants to be president of the United States, or they want to be a governor, or there's so many things people want to be. It just blows my mind. There's some people out there that are like, man, one day if I do all of it right, I could work for NASA.
Yeah, but then NASA went under or whatever.
Yeah, but they're still going. They're still doing stuff.
Yeah, I think they're funded by other places now or something like that.
It's fine. Good for them.
We have a voicemail, an old voicemail that I never played for Jomboy and Jake Radio.
All right.
And I think Boobach's in the chat.
And this is for Jomboy and Jake Radio. Hey, it's Boobach from Nebraska. Hey, just want to put my 2 cents in here about the jeans. I too wash my jeans every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. But I used to work with a guy who washed his jeans daily, every day. And he wasn't even like I get it if you're dirty all the time. You're playing in the mud or something, you get dirty, then that calls for washing your jeans daily. But this guy was clean every day, washed his jeans daily. And on another note, he washed his towels daily. And is that just me being weird? Because I don't wash my towel daily. Hell, I might wash my towel once a month, if that. So, what do you guys do? Do you guys wash your towels daily, weekly, bi-weekly, weekly? Love the show, guys. Keep it up.
All right. Washing your jeans every single day, killing the universe and the environment with all your water bill and your bank account, and jeans shrink. So if you wash them every day, you're eventually shrinking your jeans and then buying new jeans. So that's just dumb.
Yeah, I'm going to corner you a little bit on that, though, because I think you got to appreciate the routine. Like, I wear the same jeans every day. I use the same towel. I wash it at the end of the day, and I repeat. Like, that's just that guy's routine. That's his life.
Sure, but if he's buying new jeans more than, like, you should, then I'm going to be like, yeah, well, you're an idiot. You wash your jeans too much.
Potentially, but he also could be wearing jeans every day, so that changes the life cycle in and of itself. There's no alternates for this guy.
What if he doesn't dry his jeans? And he hang dries them. Then they won't shrink that much.
He could.
Still too much. Don't do it.
I'm just telling you, there's a world here where it's kind of awesome. Like, I wear jeans every day.
Yeah, if he's OCD, you appreciate it.
I don't even think OCD. You're a man of you like a good routine. I think that's just this man's routine. I use this towel. I wear these jeans. At the end of the day, I clean them, and then I start my next day.
I was raised as cleaning my towel after every single shower because that's what my mom does.
Really?
And it wasn't until when we moved to California, I moved into my bedroom was separate from the house.
Right.
It was the au pair suite above the detached garage. When I started, like, I don't know, I was more on my own a little bit. So, like, laundry wise, like, it was like, oh, do I really want to take this over every day?
Right.
My mom would just do it. My mom still washes her towel every single day, and she says, I know it's weird, but I like doing it. But yeah, you don't need to wash your towel every day. It's one of my favorite scenes from New Girl when Schmidt and Nick are sharing towels.
Sure.
And Schmidt goes, so you just never wash your towel? And Nick goes, wash the towel? The towel washes me. What am I going to wash the bar of soap next? I'm clean when I get out of the shower. Yeah. Wash a towel and jeans, same exact schedule for me. The moment I smell them or touch them and I go, this needs to be washed, they get washed. It's probably once every week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
Towel's probably once a week. What's your towel routine?
Towel's probably once a week. Some around there.
Yeah. That's you? Same with you?
Yeah.
Nice. You're never a washer of a dayer?
A washer of a dayer?
Yeah, every day.
No, man. Man, hell no. I'm wearing the shirt I played golf in yesterday.
Yeah, so you got really sweaty playing golf and then you slept in that shirt?
I didn't get sweaty playing golf, man. I mean, what do you think? We're doing wind sprints to the ball?
I get sweaty playing golf.
it was beautiful yesterday. It was like 60. The sun was coming down. No, it wasn't. It wasn't sweat golf.
Yeah. Well, I get sweaty doing anything.
Same, but not that because it was outdoors. It was like breezy. It was beautiful, man.
Remember when we were filming in Vegas and it was like cold out?
No. Were we wearing suits though?
No, just jeans and like shirts and like I was wearing like a cardigan. But I remember saying you like, dude, I'm
cardigan puts it over. Anytime I'm wearing a cardigan, I'm gonna sweat.
You weren't sweating and I was. And you were like, I can't believe you're sweating right now. And
did I have a cardigan on or did you have the cardigan on?
All right. Jesus.
Better the day.
So fucking defensive and hostile about it.
That's your own medicine.
I didn't do shit.
Told you I didn't sweat.
I know. I was proving a point that I sweat more than you. You said you sweat the same.
Oh, I'll take you to sweat war any day, Big Daddy. Who's wearing a hoodie right now?
What? Bet of the day. Bet of the day. Jake won the power of opening day yesterday. Tigers won. And what do you got for us today?
Jim, we're hot.
You're back to 30 and 30.
We've got a theory that's working, and you don't get away from it when you're on a heater. You don't leave the table on a heater.
Did you hear you're back to 500?
Oh, yeah. 30 and 30.
That was a huge win for you yesterday. And
that was the goal.
If you win this, you have a winning week.
It would be, what would it be? Would I be undefeated this week?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do we still have any bets going on that stuff?
Nope.
We did, and then we almost killed you with an accent.
It was probably our worst show ever. People hated it.
It was tough.
It was terrible.
It's a tough angle.
I didn't like it either. So
it was a tough angle. I felt bad for your throw. Jim, the opening day theory is hot. And dude, it's my Rockies. It's opening day. The only buzzkill is they don't have a reliable pitcher on the mound. They have Tyler Anderson throwing, who had a tough start his first start, and they're hosting the Dodgers, who have had a strong start to the season. Have you seen how many homers the Dodgers had? They had 8 on opening day, and they've like kept going.
Yeah, you're going to make me want to go against my power of opening day theory here.
Well, I'm doing it for you, Big Daddy. Give me the rock pile. Rocky Stadium is going to be drunk and going nuts. Rockies. 10-8 final.
I think you're undefeated at when you go to the game you bet on. I think you're undefeated.
I think that's not true. I went to that Nuggets Golden State game and was so wrong.
That's what I'm saying. You're defeated. You're
defeated. Would be the term.
You haven't won a game that you've gone to.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to the game.
Oh, you're not going to the game?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to be in the area briefly because it's like it's like a festival.
Power of opening day is
tickets
strong.
are expensive, so I'm not going.
Power of opening day is really strong.
It's strong, man. It's worked all week.
Fuck.
How many opening day W's do we have? 3? Was it
Tigers,
3 out of 4?
Well, the Orioles just lost theirs.
Right, but we didn't bet that.
No, we have the Orioles.
I'm talking about the games we bet.
Oh, I think just one. Just Tigers.
Tigers, and didn't we do Braves? I think Braves to start the week.
Braves, Cubs?
Yeah, that was opening day for them.
Okay. So this would be 3-0 on power of opening day if I agree with you. I agreed with you on those two, so I guess I'll just fall in line.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
Dang.
We're going. This is the toughest one. Dodgers have been hitting moonshots, and they're going to the most hitter-friendly stadium against a team that's not running out, like what you said, a good pitcher.
Hey.
So we're really banking on the power of opening day.
I mean, this what you just said there, this is going to be the defining moment for the opening day theory.
Yes. And we don't get to revisit it for another year. I think the Red Sox, when's their opening day? It's got to be this weekend.
It could be today. I don't know. They're at the Diamondbacks today, so maybe it's Monday.
They're opening the season with a hellish road trip, huh?
Yeah.
They did Seattle, Oakland, Arizona. So there's going down the West Coast. So their opening day isn't until Tuesday. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we still have a couple opening days left to bank on.
Yeah, but those odds are probably going to be Red Sox. I think Sale's supposed to be throwing their opening day, so it's going to be Red Sox minus 300. So I don't think we can take that. The Dodgers are favored, so I'm trying to make people money again.
We'll make our rich people money. If you're out there and you're listening to Jomboy Nick Radio and you got $300 to throw down to win $30, take the Red Sox. Power of opening day.
I'm not confirming that bet.
Okay. All right.
I'm not confirming that bet.
That ends the show. We'll see you on Monday. Everyone have a good weekend. Thanks for listening. Rate, subscribe, review, blah, 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 blah.